So we were having a conversation, and then we decided to record this thing. So what's the question?
How do we get an ROI from marketing? So all the stuff that companies are doing, a lot of the times they aren't able to, they might be getting ROI, might not be clear though, if they are getting it, might not have the analytics set up, for example. But how do we get an ROI for marketing?
I think the challenge with getting ROI, and there was an interesting conversation I was having with a marketer, and she pointed out that she puts things in two buckets. The challenge with marketing ROI is attribution. Like, it's really hard to track, hey, did they look at that blog and then we show them an ad and then they came and looked at our website and then they submitted a form and they become a customer, right? It's really hard to track that. Yeah, technology is getting better and better, but with some of the changes that are coming to the market in the next 12 months as well, it's going to become even harder with some of the changes in Google, and they're removing cookie tracking. It's going to become even more difficult to do that. So attribution is a big challenge. And I was talking to this marketer, and she was like, I put everything in two buckets. There are certain things that I can very easily measure the ROI on, and there's stuff that I put in the brand. They're in the brand bucket. Right? So I don't go and try to figure out everything about them. So that was an interesting way of looking at it. But the reason that I also really like account-based marketing is because it gets rid of that noise, right? So account-based marketing is, as you know, it's targeting a set number of accounts that you're going after per campaign, right? And the good thing about that is, let's say you have this 50 accounts that you're going after, that you want to turn them into customer, and you have all these activities. You got events in there, you got advertising, you got direct mail, you got calls, you got salespeople involved. You have all these things, but the cool thing about it is that you can, at the end of it, let's say 6 months, sales cycle is 6 months, you have a look at it and see how many of these 50 accounts that we're going after did we close. So all of a sudden, you bridge the gap between all the stuff that I did in the middle to the clients that I landed at the end. Right? So you don't, it's important to know what you did, but you can also say, I don't care about what you did in the middle. I just want to see 50 accounts, we landed 5, let's say, right? And we spend $50,000 in this campaign, and we landed 5, meaning that we had an ROI of $10,000 per client. And if we know our average client value is $100,000, that means we spent $50,000 and we landed $500,000. So very easily you can connect your marketing ROI as opposed to more traditional kind of inbound marketing stuff, right? That's one thing. The other thing to keep in mind when it comes to ROI for your marketing is to have metrics that will tell you whether you're on the right track or not. Because in the B2B world, sales cycles are long. Sales cycle could be 3 months, could be very comfortably 6 to 9 months, sometimes 12 months, sometimes 18 months.
Sometimes 2 years I've been hearing.
Exactly, right? So
deal size, yeah.
Very true, very true. It depends on deal size, depends on the size of the companies you deal with, the bureaucracy over there, the number of people that you need to get approval from. So you have to also have metrics to guide you whether you're on the right track or not, right? And because you don't want to run a campaign and hit 9 months and be like, okay, did we do things right? Or, oh, hold on, we got it completely wrong. Yeah. Because you were saying our sales cycle is 9 months. So you have to have metrics that measure what is, in the first month, are we doing things right? In the first 3 months, are we doing things right? So you know that you're not in the dark. Mm-hmm. And then in 9 months, all of a sudden realize that that's not happening. So those are a couple of main points that I would say. Know that there is going to be some money that you're going to be spending on brand, and there's going to be money that you're going to be spending on revenue. The brand stuff is really hard to say, I want an ROI on this. The revenue-focused stuff is amazing to do ABM, where you tie the accounts that are going in, the accounts that are coming out. And lastly, the third point is having metrics that will guide you through that journey in order for you to know whether you're on the right track or not. Those are the 3 things that I would say.
All right, guys, that's another video from us. I'll catch you guys next time.